this is a deep dive for iuno, I guess, on whether or not she's worth pulling. I am a freaking Jiyan main, and I feel like Mortefi is just so overtuned for Jiyan. The fact that he just does everything, he buffs his bis weapon is buffs Jiyan as well. His S6 also buffs the whole team. And his not concerto, his resonance liberation, his coordinated attacks are very strong. It hits per heavy attack, so it's really good, and it hits hard. It hits hard too, so like that's crazy. Anyways, I looked up iuno's kit, so this is a preliminary kit. I don't think it's finalized, although I highly doubt they do major changes. I guess she'd play how it is now, especially since there's like 20, technically there's like 25 days left before iuno comes out. Well, no, the patch comes out and they can't change anything past that point, and even then, so it's like what they like do release the live stream thingy 5 days before or something like that. So they basically have 20 days to confirm iuno's kit, and the beta is already out by the time I'm recording this. So let's start. I did some reading. Well, not really. I just read a TLDR, which I'll insert somewhere. Anyways, so the moon step attack. This is just the normal, typical, 3 consecutive basic attack, blah blah blah. Okay, just the same old. And now we have Foresight Future, Resonance Skill, Pulse of Origins. Huh. So, what is the... it's called Foresight Fugue. Oh, it's very similar to Mortefi's. Okay, So there's like 4 phases of it. Okay, wait. Interesting. So you use Resonance Skill, Pulse of Origin. Okay. Closing Refrain. After casting BA3, Intro Skill, or Pulse of Origin, iuno's Resonance Skill is replaced with Closing Refrain for 5 seconds. So I'm guessing Pulse of Origins is like something you do in the overworld, right? Like you just use it. You just use it when you didn't do the prerequisites for Closing Refrain. So basically, after BA3 intro or Pulse of Origin. Yeah. Okay. iuno's Resonance Skill is replaced with Closing Refrain. Casting Closing Refrain unleashes a flurry of dealing aero damage and activates lunar phase state. So I'm guessing this is the domain thing, right? Like lunar phase, she probably creates a domain. When iuno is in the lunar phase, half moon state, so I'm guessing this is the default state. Or this is the only state. So when iuno is the lunar phase, half moon state, her resonance skill is replaced with Unfinished Refrain. Casting okay, same thing. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess like in context, you'd go like from, I don't know, maybe Shorekeeper, Intro Skill. You'd go closing... you'd technically go automatically to Closing Refrain. You'll enter Lunar Phase state. And then you'll go Unfinished Refrain. Because looking at if you guys see the right side, they all have separate cooldowns. So I believe that if you cast Closing Refrain, you automatically enter Lunar Phase, and the Unfinished Refrain is not affected by the cooldown of Closing Refrain. Okay. And the Overdraw, when iuno is in the Lunar Phase New Moon. Okay, so there is another state. That's cool. Her Resonance Skill is replaced with Overdraw, which has 2 initial charges. Casting Overdraw causes iuno to shift. Oh, interesting. Very Ishtar. Casting Overdraw immediate... What? While casting Directional Input can be used to extend the distance of the shift. Oh, so are they gonna sell us Interruption Resistance at S1? Or no, she's in the air. I highly doubt. Maybe she's more like Camellia. Okay. It has 2 charges. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, her concerto is like probably really good. So let's say theoretically, you intro scale, that's what? 10? That's 10, right? You do Closing Refrain, that's 20. You're now at 20. Unfinished Refrain automatically, that's 30. You probably enter New Moon state, so that's something, however you enter that. And then you do Overdraw, which has 2 charges, and the Overdraw concerto is 15, so that's 30. 10, which is 50, and theoretically, iuno's intro is 10. So we're now at 60. Damn, her concerto is good. Just depends how long the animations are, right? Okay. Resonance Liberation. Oh, and the concerto region is 20. Oh, that's a long ass cooldown. Wait, skill damage is it's quite a high scaling, is it not? Concerto is 20, so she basically gets her full kit upon intro if you do the 2 overdraw charges, because Concerto is 80 max. Inherent skill. Every time Iuno basic attack. Oh, wait, and she enters lunar phasing state. Oh, lunar phasing state. Wait, oh, interesting. So there's a lot of areas where she can. Well, not really. She does. Well, yes. I guess there's a lot of ways to kind of enter lunar phasing state. Okay. Every time Iuno uses basic attack, resonance skill, resonance, or enter skill, she gains a shield equal to 32%. So I've also looked up her weapon. I think it's tied in. I forgot. Or is that Augustus? I'm not sure. Wait, we'll check later. Okay. The shield will not be inherited by the incoming resonator. So if the shield buffs. No, if her weapons buff characters with the shield, may it be on the whole team or just for herself, well, Jiyan ain't getting none of that. Or any heavy attacker. Okay, inherent skill, yeah, okay. Another inherent skill. So when. Oh, so this is her main thing, and then derivation is probably the one on top of the first inherent skill. It works like that, right? Not sure. Wait, there's only 2 inherent skills. Right. 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 Yeah, because the inherent skills are above the 4-day. Okay, so these are her inherent skills. Blessing of the Wand Light, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Right, and Drew, of course, typical 10. Oh, ooh, this is the 4-day. This is the 4-day. Okay. Yuno can switch half moon. Okay, so she enters half moon by default. And then if you jump, so her jump is replaced by flux. So if you jump, you enter new moon. Okay, interesting. Meandering, consuming stamina. Ooh, this is cool. So she's like full on Ishtar mode. She rides her goddamn bow. That's really cool. Uses stamina. How sad. Although I hope the efficiency is like how Cantarella swims in water, or how Phoebe. Bro, Phoebe is such a broken character. I just don't want to get her. She's not my. She's not my thing though. Doing the six, you know, witch thingies. Okay, half moon, sentience hit, sentience, whatever. Overdraw. Oh, new moon, blah blah blah. Consume sentience. I don't know what the heck sentience is. So I'm guessing this is her forte thing, probably, right? Like everybody has this thing where it gets filled up on hit. So I'm pretty sure this is the thing that you fill up on her forte, sentience. Okay, skilled. Now that I realize she might be a resonance skill scaler, cause damn, she uses a lot of res skill. Although everything feels like it deals only aero damage, so maybe in general. Restores additional. Okay, she's like really good at concerto, but the question is how your animations I don't think are that fast. Although technically, I guess so. I don't know. In the video, it looked quite short, but it's definitely not as fast as Hanwha or Mortefi. To be fair, actually, yeah. Okay, that's it. Resonance kill. Oh wait, absolute fullness. What is that? I'm guessing absolute fullness is upon reaching full forte, right? Oh no, full concerto. Okay, is absolute fullness heals near. Like if you're running this with. Right, like if you're running this with Shorekeeper, like damn, bro, you is not gonna die. Why does so much healing? Full Moon Domain. This is basically Shorekeeper's domain, and you gain stamina. Wait, you gain stamina? Oh. And her damagey mode uses stamina when she's in her bow mode. That's so crazy. Blessing of the Wand Light. Wait. Blessing of the Wand Light. Granting a shield inside the domain. So as we've known from the inherent skill, she gains shield throughout the whenever she does shit, right? Increases oh, you greedy little You know what? It fits her personality. I'm not gonna lie. Such a greedy, bishy character. Like, bro, is you a sub DPS or is you a the DPS? God damn, you is hogging all the freaking buffs. You buff yourself. Okay, you know yes. So this is her forte thingy that you fill up. Gains sentience through yeah. Okay, we already know that. While in lunar phase, half moon days, and okay, that's it. Skill placeholder and oh, inherent skill. How many? Wait, so if the two, yeah, there's no saving her. You know what? When I saw that there was an extra inherent skill, I thought, okay, this is the perfect place where they'd add arrow res. Anyway, she does full arrow damage. Might as well give her built-in arrow res or do it for the team somehow. But I don't think so. I guess this is what maybe the crit and the plus something something. From gloom to gleam, typical deal a lot of damage and then gain 50% for the next person. It's not good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because Murtefis has a lot of things adding upon his thingy. Anyways, I guess this is her kit for now. Let's do some testing. Okay, so let's start off with the Jiyan build. This is just the normal Jiyan build. Verdant Summon is R3. He is just fully maxed out. He's S6. Okay. Next we have Mortefi. He is also S6, and of course from S6 we get plus 20% attack for the whole team. And I don't think any of his other sequence nodes give damage to Jiyan. It's just a self buff. We also know that. Wait, no, we don't. So just checking the inherent skills, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything that adds to Jiyan, right? We just have the pure outro skill, which is the 38% heavy amplification. And from earlier, we know that iuno's was 50%. So basically at this point, Mortefi provides us with... Oh wait. Hold. Okay, Mortefi's R3 Static Mist. Oh, R4 Static Mist gives us 30.5. Okay. He is running Heron, of course. Typical Moonlit buff. Wait. Okay, next we
Okay, so low key I didn't know that
what the Heron's buff did, but I found out, and basically it gives you a plus 12. This is giving us a
buff.
amplification
Plus 12%.
similarly
character
to
damage
Mortefi's
for the
wording.
next
It
person,
is
basically.
also a heavy attack
And then,
amplification, but this one
we
is
know
just
Moonlit gives
22.5% attack.
Okay, so moving on
trying
to my shorekeeper. She is on
Tauki,
the rejuvenating glow.
Because I believe that
I'm pretty
she
sure
does
the
not
thingy,
have
the
any
guy, what's his name?
thingies
Sentinel.
that
No,
buff Jiyan.
this
Anyway,
fallacy
she's
gives
running Heron
plus 10%
basically gives us
damage
the 12%
or attack. Yeah, attack.
and the 22.5 attack.
Gives plus 10% attack.
I don't think any
And
of her
that's it.
inherent skills or
Wait,
bruh. Consideration gives a plus percent.
Okay,
attack
so
or
my
damage
shorekeeper
increase.
is at R1.
Basically, this is
She
just
gains
pure
a
on
14%,
50%
gives a 14%
Similar
attack
to
bonus
Gets
to the
adds
whole team upon resonant
Jiyan
skill.
other than
And she is S2, so basically we get a plus 40% attack. So yeah, let's test it out. So for the first team, we're running the typical Jiyan set. We're using just a random nothing that affects his damage. Okay, so let's start the rotation. Basically, we're trying to build the Resonance Liberation. Oh, checking to see if I'm actually recording because this is annoying to record. Anyways, we're trying to build up Resonance Liberation because we did a concerto thingy and I don't want to play a whole ass round just to get the thing. So whatever, we're building Resonance Liberation. And I'm trying to avoid using Shorekeeper's skill. Because it does have a timer and I just don't want to worry about the time. And let's start the rotation. Okay, everything's up. We go more Tefi, throw everything out, get that ER, get the 20% buff, make sure nothing procs the Heron. Okay, we get that. Okay. Do it, and let's check the get the monkey. Let's check the damage. It's 287,431. Okay, 287,431. This is the first two hits. So Jiyan's nuke is hit 3 times. So basically, it's 287 that hits 2 times if it crits. And then the final big damage, you just times it by 3. That's basically how the scaling works. So 280 sometimes 3, which is 2, 4, 6, and then what? 8, 16, 24, 800, 840. Not that way. This is yeah, 840. It's okay. It's around 1.4 million damage. Anyways, we did another rotation because to see the consistency. Oopsie, yapping about a lot. It should be 287. It is. Okay. And the damage per hit is 38,759. Okay. Okay, next we are running the iuno buff. So basically, this is giving us a amplification. Similarly to Mortefi's wording, it is also a heavy attack amplification, but this one is just by 50%. So I am trying to use Tauki for because I believe that she does not have any thingies that buff Jiyan. Anyway, she's running Heron, and this basically gives us the 12% and the 22.5 attack buff. I don't think any of her inherent skills or forte or resistance liberation gives a +% attack or damage increase. So basically, this is just pure on 50% heavy amplification, similar to iuno's kit, since it adds nothing to Jiyan other than the 50% amplification. Okay, so let's start. Similarly, just do the whole ass thing. Always checking if I'm recording. I'm gonna just speed it up. Probably, I don't know how this is gonna affect. I'm just like, I pre-recorded it and then I'm making commentary. I don't know if this is how you make videos. Anyways, proc the Heron, blah blah blah. Make sure nothing hits, and let's see the damage on iuno. 274. 37. Ooh. Wait, that's significantly worse. Well, minus 1k is crazy, and you're hitting that like 45. It's still big, especially with such high scaling on S6. Okay, let's do it again for consistency's sake, right? For the sake of consistency. Okay, go Tauki, go, bro. Please. Honestly, I also realized that there's not many good pure red skill buffers. Let the rotation begin. Okay, go, girl. Heron. Okay, nothing proc. Jiyan, go. And okay, hit the monkey. Okay, kill, quick, kill. Okay, go. Ult. This should be the 2-7. Oh wait, you guys saw the 800, right? So it's 284. Oh wait, what? Was I my math wrong? No. Anyways, 284. Okay, wait, why is it inconsistent? Okay, let's do it again. Again. Bro, wait, I'm running out of time. Okay, doing a third trial because I believe that the first one was a fluke. Because why was it 270 something? I think the 284 was the correct one, especially since like, why on earth would you be dealing less damage, right? So I did another one and it was 284. Bro, I'm too lazy to do another one, so I'm just, believe me, it's 284. And it's similar, but bro, if theoretically, if you're gonna pull iuno and you do lose the 50-50, I get like her character design is so cool. You know, like I want to pull just based on the character design alone. But the fact that none of the sequences or yeah, none of the sequences, I've read the sequences. As of now, none of the sequences add anything. Unlike with the previous premium, like technically sub DPS buffers. If anything, I thought she'd be like Phoebe. Because Phoebe's S2 is insane. I think it's like a 100% spectrofragile amplification, which Zanny deals most of. And then you also have other premium sub DPSs, kinda. You have Chacona's S2, also gives you 40% Aero, and Rocha's S2 gives you also 40% Havoc. On top of Rocha's thing, you get like plus 200 attack if you reach like 70% crit rate. And the fact is, Iuno is such a greedy bitch. She literally just buffs herself instead of the person she's supposed to be buffing. Honestly, pop off, queen, bro. But like, dude, they should change her S2. Come on, like. I guess this is what happens when you make a generalist buffer. Because in all reality, who is she technically replacing? She's only a placeholder. If you have a well-invested Mortefi, maybe it would probably maybe she deals like a shit ton of damage, probably, right? But like, if you're gonna spend 140 pulls, let's say you hit the soft pity, that's a lot. And like, if you're a Jiyan main like me, because of course, I look at not for her character first, but as a potential replacement for Mortefi to further buff my Jiyan. So she's not better than Mortefi, and my Mortefi is not even R5 yet, and he's soon gonna be R5. So it will be I know 2.5% attack is not that big, but it will further the number from Yuno's number. And her inherent skill and everything is already filled out, so I highly doubt. Honestly, the only way to probably redeem her as a buffer is that if she gives a generalistic, or if she debuffs like Chacona, not in terms of aero erosion, but similarly how Chacona's weapons work. How Chacona's weapon works is basically she applies the erosion, and then she blah blah blah. All I know is that she gives 10% aero res, I think, and I've been playing30 the days where we got general TOA buffs, which is the 30% attribute damage bonus, and it's basically the same. 30 plus 30 attribute damage bonus is equivalent to minus 10% aero res or something like that. So basically you're getting plus 30 aero damage bonus, which is another 3 cost. And my conclusion is she's not that good. Sorry, not sorry. Her weapon's also not that good. And I think this video is too long. You guys, the leaks are out. It's not confirmed, but most likely they'll change it. They only have 20 days left. If ever, they'd probably just tweak the motion values of the skills. Other than that, I don't think they're gonna change maybe the weapon, hopefully. I'm hoping for the aero res. Because honestly, I'd pull for the weapon. And they want to sell the weapon so bad. So give me the aero res at least. And it will buff your girl Iuno too. You want her to be a damage dealer so bad. Give her the aero res, right? Give her the team-wide aero res. Anyways, I guess this is the conclusion of my video. Thank you. I don't know if this is even gonna do good. This is me hoping that my doom posting of Iuno gets her to be a better buffer for Jiyan. Because this girl has no use. Augusta will probably get her Biss, which will give her something. Jiyan already has Mortefi, and from this trial alone, you can see it buffs Jiyan more, and I have an Essex, so why on earth would I care if the sub DPS is doing damage? All I care is if my Jiyan does the maximum amount of damage. And right, she's not gonna replace Phoebe. But actually think about it. You can do a Phoebe, Oh yeah, that's so good. Wait, that's so good. I think the person she buffs the most would probably be Zani. Zani is so overtuned, bro. From the Echo set alone, you get plus 20 CR. Phoebe and her weapon and her freaking sequence gives her buffs everywhere. Her outro gives plus spec frazzle. Her weapon gives plus spec frazzle. Her S2 gives plus spec frazzle. On top of that, spec frazzle and arrow don't even get lost after switching. So you could switch to Karthithia. You could finish a rotation with like Sanhua to further buff. You could go with Chacona, outro to Karthithia. She'd have the plus arrow erosion damage buff for 30 seconds. It will not get lost. And then San was gonna further buff Karthithia. Once she does her quick ass outro, she's gonna get plus 38% like BA, and then the arrow erosion. The same thing for Zani, except instead of Mortefi, she gets replaced by iuno, which is probably the best. So basically, I think this is mainly for Zani. Jiyan is like the last person they thought of. And this is what they get for you. Honestly, I don't like generalists. Maybe shorekeeper is like a good thing. Because you have only one person, right? You don't have another shorekeeper in game. But with Iuno coming out, she doesn't replace anybody technically, right? Like if you want comfortable critting and consistency in damage, then you'd go for SK, Phoebe, and Zani. The same with every other heavy attacker, which you'll probably pair Augusta up with SK, and then same with Jiyan and Mortefi. So she's basically a Son Morocha. But people are gonna pull anyway because she's so hot, and she is hot. Ciao. Though I'm doom posting, so Kuro, please. Change at least one of her sequences, bro. Like, please. Like, from S4 to 5, those are useless. You don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna pull in S5. Just to put. Never mind. You know what? No. I'm sad. Hopefully, they've somehow. Because she's Aero, bro. Like, really. Like, the whole Jiyan main community is like, yes, let's freaking get. But yeah, she's not that good.